Hey guys, it's Jayla. Welcome back. I'm here today to share with you my update for lip service. This is a Pantastic Ladies Collab project that was created by Jessica and Amanda, and I like to work through most of the time my mid to high end range lip products, specifically bullet lipsticks. I usually work on 10 at a time to finish a quarter of the bullet. I also have been working on, am I crooked? The camera may have moved because I think I'm crooked, but that's okay. Anyway, I also work on one deluxe size lipstick to finish. And I started to, this year, I rolled in an affordable lippy as well as, because those kind of get like forgotten, as well as a crayon. So I'm working on a lot of lip products, but again, I only want to use a quarter of the bullet or what's left in the product, and so I feel pretty good about that. And my goal is to hit that goal on 24 items this year. I also forgot to update this portion of kind of what I'm doing with my lippies last month, but I am also doing something that I call, I may be broken, but I'm still pretty. And it is with all of my broken lipsticks that I have depotted into this Voicette palette. Totally forgot to talk about it last month, so I will definitely update you about that this month. All right, let's get into the 3 items that are rolling out of the project this month. And one item that I have been working on, I can't find, so it's not going to be discussed today. All right, the 3 that I can roll out. The first one is this lippy by Lancome. It's the L'Absolu Rouge in the shade Perfect Fig. This is a beautiful color. And here is the shade. I did hit my goal. I love this color. I just hit this goal like a week ago. Anyway, there we go. It's so pretty. So I'll just show you that is how much is left. I love seeing progress on these. Next up, I have a lip product by Shiseido. This is their Visionary Gel Lipstick in the shade Streaming Mauve. This one and the Lancome one, I was really close to meeting my goal on last month, so I went ahead and rolled in lip products for these. There's the shade. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, and this is how much is left in here. I can't remember how much product is in these, but look how much I used. I feel like I went way past a quarter. Anyway, that's rolling out. And the last one I can roll out is my crayon. This is by e.l.f. and it is this lip crayon in the shade Tea Rose. And this is actually all that's left in here. I had a lot of progress on this to start. I did have to declutter the rest of these. This one's the rest of them that I had in my collection, which was like 5. Now this one still seems fine. Like, it doesn't smell funny. I don't feel like there's anything weird growing on it. So it's fine for now. I am going to put it up here in this area where I have lip products that I really want to finish, because that one, since its brothers and sisters all went bad on me, I'm going to try to get that one done before it goes bad. Now, if I don't end up finishing it before it goes bad, I'm probably going to consider that one an empty because I have finished so much of it. All right, so those are the 3 that are rolling out. I'm going to go ahead and, before I take off my swatches, I want to talk about this one, because this one I'm going to go ahead and roll out. I haven't met my goal on it, but it is just too deep of a shade that I prefer to wear this time of year. This is a gorgeous color by MAC. It's the shade Soar. Wait, what's the matte lipstick in Soar? So I actually have it on today, and I have it mixed with another lippy that I'll share with you in a minute. It's just too deep, and I'm not reaching for it, so it's gonna get put back in the drawer, and maybe I will pull it out in the fall and work on it and see if I can hit my goal on it at that point in time. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these swatches off, and we will talk about the items that I am working on now. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 full size, 9 lippies plus my deluxe size, and one full size that I'm not going to talk about because I don't have it. That one is my affordable one, which is the Essence Lipstick and Undress My Lips. I have like 3 lippies that have gone missing, and I I think they may have fallen out of my purse in my car. So I need to go hunting in my car. That's the only thing I can think of right now because they're not in my purse. You know what? They could be in my travel bag. I'm going to have to look. Anyway, moving on to the ones that I can show you. So the first one I have is Secret Selma by Charlotte Tilbury. I have some progress on this. This is a beautiful color, especially for this time of year. I really do like this one. So I can't remember. I know I made progress, but I want to say I'm like halfway to my goal. Yeah, I'm about halfway to my goal on this one. So hopefully I can work on it, kind of prioritize it to get it out of this project this month. This one also has progress, which I don't remember using it, but I think I was using it towards the beginning, like right after I did my update last month. This is by Burberry. It's this beautiful lipstick in the shade Rosewood. And here is the shade. This one is getting to be a little bit deep for right now for my preferences. So I really do want to get this one rolled out fairly soon. This is beautiful. I think I'm about a quarter of the way through that, so that one's going to take me some time. Next up, I thought I had progress on this, but I don't. This is the one that I have mixed with Soar. This is the Giorgio Armani. They call this the Rouge d'Armani Matte in the shade Kimono, right? Kimono, yes. And here is the shade. I do feel like I can get progress on this to roll it out. This one I can mix with some lighter shades in this project. So that one I'm going to go ahead and keep in, but if it lasts another couple of rounds, I may end up taking it out. Then from, I think the rest of these I have zero progress on, except for my deluxe size. So these have no, well, maybe this one. This one has some progress. This is the Huda Beauty cream lipstick in this shade Sweet Cheeks. This one is a broken lipstick. It was basically broken when I got it, which is a common thing about this formula. So there's the shade there. Really pretty color, but I hate that they break. And then again, like these next four, no progress. Next up, I have from Becca, the Ultimate Love lipstick in the shade Sunday. This is very pretty. I actually had these sitting in like a little bin to measure and put in my book, and I just did that a couple of days ago, which is why they have no progress. By MAC, I have the Lip Tensity lipstick in Ginger Rose. And these were all rolled in last month. So here is that swatch, really nice. Next up from Anastasia Beverly Hills, I have the satin lipstick in Praline. Here's the packaging, and there is the shade. There we go, really nice. I'm enjoying these like lighter nudes right now. And the last full size I have, this was kind of I'm just going to throw this in this project. This is by Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Pillow Talk Diamonds. And I have been wanting to like work on this, pull it into a project for a while now. So anyway, I went ahead and pulled it in last month. There's the shade. It's more of a topper. I'm going to see what it does to this. You can kind of see the top versus the bottom. I mean, it's a topper, or you could use it on its own, but I'm using it as a topper. It's pretty. Anyway, moving on to the last item that I have to share with you. This is the deluxe size I'm working on, the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipstick in Rhubarb. This is horribly broken. Such is my life. This is getting to be too dark for this time of year as well. So there's the shade. I don't know if I'm going to, I may actually roll this one out for something lighter. So I think what I'm going to do is roll in another deluxe size lipstick from Bite Beauty that I have. I think this is in 100 Colorful Empties. This is the shade Pepper. So it's a much lighter shade. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to do that. And I'll save Rhubarb for later this year. Hopefully I can finish it later this year. So let me just take off, I like to see my entire color palette. So let me just take off that Rhubarb and add Pepper. So we'll start working on I'll start working on Pepper. So there we go. And now for the two lip products I'm going to roll in. So the first one I'm going to do is a full size bullet lipstick. This is by Lorac. Now I noticed one of these just recently went bad in my collection. So I want to get working on some of these. I have the highly pigmented satin lipstick in the shade Cat Lady. This one's a very neutral lippy. Nude, very much of a nude. Really pretty, and this formula is lovely. I remember these being very soft, so hopefully I don't break it. And then I'm going to roll in another Bite Beauty. This is a crayon. This is in the shade Grapevine. It's their high pigment pencil in Grapevine. This is very old. Now this color is deceiving, and I've actually looked at this online to make sure my product hasn't gone bad because of the color. I may do that again just in case. But this is very much, it's a very like pigmented color, but it's not like this. I mean, it's close, but it's definitely more of a spring summer shade. So I'm going to roll this one in to use a quarter, and just to give you an idea, that is how much is in here. So we'll see if I can meet that goal. Hopefully I can. This could be like an evening lippy. Like I'm sitting on the couch editing and watching TV, and I just apply it with this. So anyway, that is my new color story. I think this is very much more of a spring summer palette with a little of a pop of a pink. I feel like I needed a pop of pink. So again, I think these two, I want to say the Burberry and the Giorgio Armani, they're getting close to being a little bit too dark for my preferences this time of year. So again, these could get rolled out for lighter shades, so I can actually work on some lippies versus these just sitting here doing nothing, and I can save them for bringing them in back in like the fall time. So far this year, I have hit my goal of using a quarter of the bullet on 6 items, which means I have 18 to go. And we're a quarter into the year, so I'm right on target. I should be right at 6, and I'm at 6. That's great. Oh, it makes me feel so much better. All right, moving on to my I May Be Broken, But I'm Still Pretty project. I actually need to weigh this, so let me do that real quick. All right, so here is my little Voisette palette. Do I have that upside down? Yes, I do. There's my Voisette little lip palette. I took a bunch of broken lipsticks that I had sitting around in my collection, and I moved them into here so I could start to get some use on them and eventually roll them out of my collection, finish them. And I typically will leave this in a spot on my vanity where I have a bunch of turn and burn stuff, and I try to use this every single day as like the first lip product I put on. It doesn't always work that way. Sometimes I don't have time to because I have to get a lip brush out, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I don't do that, but I would say 80% of the time, that's what I do. So here are all the lippies that I have in my Voisette. I talked about it in my introduction this year, which I will link in the cards. So what's exciting about this is I'm starting to see some really nice pans. So I'm going to see if I can, yeah, there you can see hopefully the camera will focus. So I have, let me see, I have pan in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. And the first one is, actually, I'm going to flip it like this because this is easier for me to hold. So the first one, you can see I have pan in here. I have pan in here. I also have pan in this shade right here. This one has a really nice large sized pan, as well as this one has a pan in the very corner. It's kind of hard to see. I think it's there. Anyway, so pan in 5 of these. So the ones that I have pan in, the shades are Kosas Rosewater. Then I have KVD Magic. And in the second row, that second shade is Tom Ford La Piscine, which is more of, I actually used it today. It's more of a like balmy product. And then this shade here is MAC Modesty on the third row, the very end. And then in the bottom row, that third shade there is NYX Whipped Caviar. So I am quite enjoying playing around with this. I'm actually loving it. Sometimes I just dip in a couple of different colors just to see what I get. It's actually a lot of fun. So this component itself weighs 13.9 grams. When I originally put my lippies in here, it weighed a total of 23.2 grams, which means there's 9.3 grams of product in here, which is like 3 lipsticks. And when I weighed this in February, it was at 21.9 grams, which means I'd lost 1.3 grams, which is a lot. Now, today it weighs 20.9, which means I've used up 1 gram of product. So I think some of the weight loss from January to February is from when I melted this, and to try to get the lipsticks to be flat, I stupidly melted it with the lid on, which meant that there's some of the lipsticks like bubbled over instead of like actually melting down. I will not make that mistake again. But I think about 0.5 gram use each month is probably about right. So anyway, yeah, I'm very excited about this. I'm loving this portion of the project. I love it. So anyway, that is my update for the month. I don't think I'm going to replace any of these yet. MAC Modesty is probably the one that I'm closest. Well, actually, Kosas, Rosewater, KVD Magic, and MAC Modesty are the ones I've used the most that I think I would more likely replace. But I also want to get some use on some of these that I have not used very much, so I can be kind of consistent throughout. So I'm going to leave it alone for another month or two and just see where we are. Anyway, that is going to be it for my update today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you're doing well and staying safe. Please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.